Hello and welcome to my weekly video blog, and today on A.Vogel Talks Menopause I'm going to be talking a bit more about skin conditions in the menopause. So if you like this video blog and would like to be notified every week when new ones come along, then please click the subscribe button below or at the end of the video. Now, a few weeks ago I posted a video blog on 3 of the more common problems that are associated with the skin in the menopause, but I thought this time that I would have a look at ones that are slightly more surprising and ones that you might not even realise are being connected to your particular menopause. So the first one we're looking at is acne. And it's amazing how many women come to me and say, I'm getting teenage acne all over again. What on earth is going on here? One of the things we know that can happen is the liver can get stressed in the menopause, and there's a big link between the way the liver detoxes and our skin, but also in the menopause our digestion and elimination gets affected, and very often everything starts to slow down. We get a bit constipated or a bit bloated, or we get sluggish bowels, and that will affect the skin as well. So a combination of poor liver function and poor bowel function can result in you getting acne spots and all these kind of horrible types of itchy spots. Your symptoms can get worse. So if you've already got skin conditions such as eczema or psoriasis or acne rosacea, then you might find that these conditions flare up a lot more, or they tend to get worse as you go through the menopause. In this situation, again, it's exactly the same as the previous one. Your liver is going to be more stressed. There's going to be more hormonal fluctuation going on, and again, that can affect the stability of the skin, and you can become more prone to getting these conditions if you've never had them before, but also if you have them, then they tend to just get that little bit worse, and maybe they're a little bit harder to try and resolve at this particular point. We can also start to get discoloration of the skin in certain places. You know, I know for me it tends to be the hands. You start getting those kind of liver spots, or you might find that you get a lot more freckly when you go out into the sun. Your skin can become more sensitive, and the reason for this is that your skin will thin. You can lose that little extra buffering layer of the skin, and when that happens and your skin gets thinner, it gets more prone to irritation. So this could be anything. It could be the clothes that you're wearing. Some people may find that they can't wear woolen jumpers anymore because they start to make your skin really itchy. You might find that when you go out into the sun, you just go red, or you go blotchy, or you end up with prickly heat. You might find that you are much more prone to rashes, and also you can become much more sensitive to temperature changes. You can suddenly find that you're getting these pins and needles or heat or cold bumps on your skin just when you maybe go from inside to outside during the summer, or vice versa in the winter as well. Because your skin is thinner, you may have more problems with the sun generally. So if you've been someone who's been used to doing a lot of sunbathing, you might find again that you burn much more rapidly, even though you're taking the same care with your suntan creams as you have always done. And again, it's just due to the thinning skin, and that the sunlight is making a much quicker reaction onto the skin. One of the other things that can happen is that wounds can take longer to heal. You might find that if you cut yourself or bump yourself, it takes a lot longer for things to resolve. And I know you can just see on my hand there, I've had the results of a burn from my oven for about 4 or 5 weeks, and even with all the creams and potions and lotions that I have, it's just taking that little bit longer to clear up. So what can you do about looking after your skin? So my top tips at helping just to protect your skin that little bit better during the menopause. Number 1, I can hear you all going, water. Absolutely. Really important, especially if your skin's thinning, if it's getting more sensitive, then you need plenty of water. So remember to put that one in right up there at the very top. You need to look at your skincare products, and again I mentioned this one in the last video I did on skin. So it's not just about face creams, what you're putting on at night, but it's what you're using all through the day. So look at much more natural showers, soaps, gels, shampoos, conditioners. So look at the whole range of skin products that you use. If your skin gets really itchy, then it may be you need to look at your washing powder and your fabric conditioner and go for one of the organic ones. Or I know you can get a range for babies that are good for really, really good sensitive skin. So you can certainly look into that one there. Look at your diet, really important. You need lots of good, healthy oils in the menopause. So you're looking at your omega-3s and your omega-7s. So your omega-3s are your fish oils. If you are vegetarian or vegan, you can go for flaxseed oil. You can look at your sea buckthorn oil if your skin's tending to get dry. So if you've got things like your eczema and the kind of flaky psoriasis, then a sea buckthorn oil supplement would probably be worth investing in. Your vitamins, vitamin E is so important for the skin to keep wrinkles at bay, but also to keep your skin nice and elastic, which is a really important thing here. And also look at zinc. Zinc is very important for skin, and especially for wound healing. So I've been taking plenty just lately, and make sure you get that in. Zinc is also needed for the hormones, and you can become a little bit depleted in the menopause with all the changes going on. So again, sometimes taking a 15 milligram zinc supplement on a daily basis can work for a whole range of things during the menopause. If you are going out into the sun, then definitely look at your suntan cream. The problem is with the conventional ones, there are loads of chemicals in them, and if your skin is getting more sensitive, you might find that you're reacting to them. So you need to look at some of the more natural skincare products. The only thing here is we have a little bit of a dilemma, if you like. Vitamin D is vital in the menopause for our mood, for our bones, for all sorts of things. And if you put suntan cream on before you go out in the sun, you are possibly blocking the production of vitamin D in the skin. So it's quite important to get a little bit of light on the skin before you start to put your suntan cream on, but you'll probably have to try and gauge that. I know myself, I do a lot of gardening, so I get plenty of sunshine in the summer. So I will go out quite early in the morning for maybe an hour or two without putting any suntan cream on. And then once it gets to the middle of the day, that's when I will just start to protect myself, especially on the areas that I know will burn if I don't do anything at all. You can balance the hormones. Again, falling estrogen will have an impact on all of this. So if it's appropriate, you could look at our menopause support. You can also look at our range of creams. We've got a nice range of quite inexpensive creams that can work really well during the menopause. My favourites are the Comfrey cream. Comfrey is a skin strengthener, so it's very good for the connective tissue. I find it great for my nails, so I'll always apply that, especially last thing before I go to bed, give my nails a nice little massage. I also find it a nice one if you tend to get kind of rough heels during the winter, so that gets applied every night before going to bed as well. And it's a nice one for the face, just to keep the skin in the face nice and firm too. We have neem cream, so this is a lovely one for the itchy, irritated, sensitive skin. It's anti-inflammatory, it's very, very soothing, and I know I always carry a little pot with me wherever I go, just in case I start to get itchy skin anywhere. If you are getting the eczema, if you're getting spots, then we have our echinacea cream, which is a nice healing cream. And if your skin is really, really dry, then we have the Bioforce cream, which is a really super duper moisturizing cream. And if you want to sort of strengthen the skin, you can look at your hyaluronidase, I can never say that right, your hyaluronidase acid supplements as well, which you can get from your local health food shop. So there are a lot of things you can do just to prepare your skin for the menopause, for those of you that are in the perimenopause or are just approaching. So remember, diet really important to help keep your skin stable, and there's lots of things you can do just to support it through the menopause as well. If any of you out there have got any really good tips that you find helpful for the skin, then please share them with us. And until then, I will look forward to seeing you next week for another edition of A.Vogel Talks Menopause.